So take the field of nutrition by itself. So we made a big mistake in the 80s chasing fat as being negative. But the problem wasn't so much people eating excessive fat. It was that everybody switched it out to not just have carbohydrates, to be eating refined carbohydrates. So that wasn't the answer. The answer was always more complex carbohydrates and whole grains. But the message that the public got and the message that was pushed with the food that was sold was these refined carbohydrates. So yeah, now you have all of these diets across the board. And people will ask me, well, which one do you think is the best? And I think it goes beyond the individual diets to the individual person. So what's the best for me? What's the best for you? Okay, I think I'm a couple years older than you and I'm female, you're male. So why would we have the identical nutritional needs? I work out with weights every day. Maybe you do yoga. Okay, so I'm trying to build muscle mass. So maybe my protein needs would be larger than yours. Maybe you have a family history of like rampant, horrible cancer, in which case you need to worry about mitigating that. No one in my family has cancer. Lots of heart disease, though. And so when you look at these individual factors and what a person should be eating, it needs to be based on a lot of personalized factors. But then there's other things that come into it, which we get into lifestyle and we get into the food itself. So right now, nobody would argue that we treat animals the best way we should, right? And as far as for meat manufacturing. So you have a lot of vegans who jump onto that idea of being a vegan. Well, that's more of for a social, political, or personal, philosophical reason for eating that way. They're not wrong, but then you do get vegans who need to pay more attention to the protein that they're eating in plants. And then you get what I find, because I see a lot of women that are middle-aged, 45 to 65. Well, they've been vegan, vegetarian, on and off, and they're good at it. They know how to do it. They're not worrying about anything because when they first learned about it, they paid attention. So you have all these factors that come into play. And I don't think we can just separate out, say one is better, one is worse. And the point you bring up about how you prepare the food, well, 100%. If you're grilling everything over charcoal, that is not good. If you're taking a whole chicken and you're using the whole chicken, you're getting the collagen from the chicken, maybe you use the bones to make bone broth when you're done, and you get 3 or 4 meals out of one chicken. How is that wrong? It's not. And using your meat more as a condiment sometimes. So I think there's so many issues that go into like, what is the one right way to do it? I mean, it just really, it's not clear cut.